Welcome back. Thank you very much for staying with us. Now, coalition packs are falling apart at most of the country's metros. In Ekurhuleni, smaller parties want the Democratic Alliance chief whip and speaker out. The situation in eThekwini is also up in the air. In Joburg, former Mayor Mpho Phalatse joins opposition benches after she was removed yesterday. Now, today, smaller parties, including the ANC, say they'll elect Al Jama's councillor, Thapelo Ahmed. Let's find out what to read into this with political analyst Zamokuhle Mandlwa. Zamokuhle, good morning and thank you very much for your time. I mean, parties literally at the first available opportunity, it was their very first ordinary council sitting for this year, they used it to remove Dr. Phalatse yet again. Your views on just her removal?
Good morning. Good morning to you, and also good morning to the viewers at home. You are raising a very important point, and I think I'm not surprised at all by what is happening in our metros or in our coalition government, particularly on the three that you have mentioned. I think the main problem is we just believe that the coalition governments will deliver services to the people, which is not the case. They are mainly interested in actually changing leaders in different positions. And I will not be surprised if those who will be elected in the municipalities, the one that will be elected today in the city of Johannesburg, and the one that will be elected in the city of eThekwini, because there's also a motion of no confidence against the mayor in eThekwini. I won't be surprised if they don't end or if they don't finish their term of office. So we are likely to see maybe about 3 or 4 mayors in these municipalities within the 5-year term. And I think the main problem, particularly in the issues of Johannesburg, the issues of Johannesburg are very peculiar because in Johannesburg, Mpho Phalatse is not in good terms with the Democratic Alliance, which is the political party that have deployed her to be a mayor. So if you are not in good terms with the political party that have deployed you in a position, you are likely not to finish the term of office. And also,
I want to stop you there, just to interject there. If you say they're not on good terms, so you're saying there's legitimacy to the claims by Action SA that there was some sort of deliberate sabotage from the leadership, because for what we know, they've continuously supported her. They've said that she will be fielded yet again. So where does the suggestion that perhaps they are not on good terms come from?
We see, Mfundo, the coalition parties or the parties that are working with DA in Johannesburg are in a better position to assess the conditions between the leaders of the DA and also those who are actually in council. So it cannot be true that they are saying Mpho Phalatse is not supported by the DA simply because, remember, Mfundo, coalitions are not done at a local level. So there are engagements and discussions that takes place between leaders at a national level. So it means that there was no agreement on the issues related to the recalling of Mpho Phalatse in Johannesburg. That's why the opposition parties, such as Action SA, can firmly say the DA do not support Mpho Phalatse. Otherwise, they wouldn't be. They wouldn't say Mpho is not supported if she was supported, because they are the ones who are actually engaging with DA in various levels of leadership, particularly at a national level. So I wouldn't want to say these claims are true or false, but if you read between the lines, you can tell, because the leaders are actually engaging at a national level for people that will be elected as mayors in various municipalities. So that's where I'm coming from, Mfundo.
At the heart of it, at least. Apologies yet again. At the heart of it, at least from what the DA is saying, is the issue around Patriotic Alliance. In this instance, do you believe that they should have acceded to the demands of the Patriotic Alliance?
Well, remember, coalition government, Mfundo, consists of different political parties, and they have different political ideologies. And if one political party failed to compromise their political ideologies to actually accommodate other political parties, that's where the problem is. And also, those who want the political parties to compromise must also be realistic and also consider the public service delivery on top of everything else. So they must subject themselves to the deliveries or to the public service delivery at the expense of their own political ideologies and also their political belief system. So in this case, I think there is a problem between political parties themselves. They don't want to compromise their political ideologies. They want to actually be at the center of all decisions that are being made. And again, I wouldn't say the Patriotic Alliance is unrealistic, but also I wouldn't also say PA is not unrealistic. They need to reach a common ground, to reach an agreement, because their main existence should be on the basis of public service delivery, not on the basis of what they believe in or their political belief system. So that's where I'm coming from. And again, Mfundo, I would like to commend those who are actually saying the leader of Al-Jamaa, Thapelo, must be a mayor, because it actually gives an indication that they are not only interested in leading as political parties, but they are saying they want to find someone credible to lead. And amongst themselves, they've identified Thapelo as the credible leader, or as a person who can actually deliver to the needs of the people of Johannesburg. But again, his term, I don't know whether he will finish his term or not, because every time if there's something that's actually caused problems within the coalition government, they threaten to recall the mayor, the speaker, or the officials, and they don't want to find an amicable solution to the problem. And in many cases,
which is the most concerning.
Yes, Fundo. And in many cases, Fundo, these problems have nothing to do with the public service delivery. It's actually on the basis of the agreements that they've made before the particular candidate has been elected into power. And in a case where the leader is actually against some unrealistic contracts or unrealistic agreements, that particular leader become a victim, because they'll say, we've agreed on 1, 2, and 3, and we have failed to deliver. And those agreements are not on the basis of a public service delivery or on the interest of the public at large, but on the basis of what the political parties will benefit, or what the leaders will benefit out of those agreements. So that's where the problem is, Fundo. And again, if we touch base, yes.
You know, another concerning part, I was just listening to MMC's son now, just speaking about how it took them 10 months to conceptualize some sort of a plan that would reduce the stages of load shedding in the city. And now, because most of them are expecting to be booted out, that will not come to see the day of light, the light of day, apologies. So in that instance, you've got this stop-start, and not many of the citizens fully understand what is at the heart of the removal of a particular leader and replacing them with another.
Yeah, exactly, Pundo. You see, Pundo, the main problem, as I've already alluded earlier on, the removal of the leaders in the municipalities are not on the basis of the failure to deliver service, because there is nothing tangible. They can't actually account and say, you have, as a council, we said you must implement this, and you have failed to implement this 1, 2, and 3. So therefore, we are removing you. They are actually removing people on the basis of their political preference and on the basis of what they want to achieve as the political party, not as a council. And again, you see, at the center of all these disruptions in the municipalities is the public service delivery. And the people are suffering on the ground. And they will continue to suffer because those who are elected are not serving the interest of the people, but they are serving the interest of the coalition parties or the coalition partners. So that's where the problem is. And again, Fundo, what really becomes more worrying and problematic for me is the fact that the mayor that was removed yesterday had a plan. And I'm sure the new mayor that will be elected in will have a different plan or a new plan. And it means that whoever is in the leadership position or in a mayoral position, that particular individual, because they want to actually prove the predecessor wrong, they will come with a new plan. They will not continue with the plan of the predecessor. So that's where the problem is. And I think that's where the coalition government failed, because they always want to come with something new. They fail to implement the project. They fail to deliver services. They always come with a false hope to the people, and then they are not able to deliver. And they blame the mayor for that. They remove the mayor. But the same people in council who actually elected the mayor actually remove the mayor, replace with another mayor. The same mayor, the next mayor fail again, and then they blame the mayor. They don't actually take accountability and take responsibility for failing to deliver services to the people. So
that's
where the problem is.
It's most certainly very concerning, but let's hope there will be political maturity where if you find plans that are sound, you just go ahead and implement irrespective of who exactly sat down to conceptualize them. Let's hope they do just decide to be peaceful about it. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. That was political analyst Dr. Zamokuhle Mandlwa.